Warning! This video may contain several spoilers of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. If you have not watched that movie, I very heavily recommend you do so beforehand if you wish to go in as blind as possible, or if you do not want to be spoiled about the finished product. Please do so. I guarantee you will have a very, very fun time with it. Hey guys, it's me, Minecraft World. So I just got out of watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie by Illumination and Nintendo, and I figured I may as well do a quick review of it, because, well, I really wanted to get my thoughts and talk about a movie that, well, let me just preface this by saying I have been a fan of Mario ever since I was younger. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is my third favorite game of all time, and one of the two Mario games that I played a lot when I was younger, the other one being Mario Kart Wii. And I still play this game with my brothers to this day. In fact, following this video, I actually challenged them both to a few Mario Kart races. Wish me luck. Anyway, and naturally, being a fan of Mario, I was going to be watching this movie. I was going to be paying attention to it ever since it was announced. I remember thoroughly the reaction when the cast was first revealed, mostly being negative, and then the reaction going a complete 180 with the first trailer and subsequent trailers. And I honestly have had a lot of expectations that came and went while the film was being marketed, was being led up, and while everything was going on. I was still looking forward to it. I knew it was going to be good, and then I saw the reaction, and it was genuinely surprising. Genuinely surprising. It was the exact same reaction that that Godzilla King of the Monsters, my favorite movie of all time, got when it first released. Critics freaking despise it, but audiences loved it, and it apparently was making money. Apparently beat Frozen 2, which I love the Frozen movies, but thank God. So naturally I was excited to watch it. I was going to watch it with my best friend, but spring break happened, so I had to leave out of town for a while, and then I came back, and 1 week after it released, I watched it. I just watched it, and in short, I loved it. This is my second favorite video game movie of all time. The most anticipated piece of 2023, the movie that I was looking forward to for 2023, and to be really honest, it turned out so much better than I actually expected. I usually have lower standards for Illumination films. I've had lower standards for them ever since Minions, the first Minions movie, which is why Rise of Gru surprised me a lot last year. It didn't make my top 5, but it probably would have made my top 10 in retrospect. If I did a top 10 that year, it probably would have. But it was a genuine surprise. So, yeah. And then the marketing for this one happened, and I was looking up. I always knew it was going to be a massive outlier when it came to Illumination's output, especially considering Nintendo was very heavily involved in this project. So like practically holding them at gunpoint for every step. But I came out of the movie very, very pleasantly surprised by what I just saw. I came out of the movie genuinely happy with what we got, and in short, I loved it. Though I do have a few gripes. Most notably, the pacing and treatment of Luigi as a character. Mainly because he felt a lot sidelined. He felt a lot more like, for the majority of the movie, he felt a lot more like a MacGuffin than an actual character. Which, if they do a sequel or anything in the future, I hopefully think they will expand on his character, help him develop, and I feel like Luigi could have played a bit more of a better role, like make him have an escape plot or something. But as well as that, I feel like the movie was really awkwardly paced. It took a little too long to get going, and then it sped through a lot of the stuff, most notably when they're traveling. And like that was my biggest issue. It felt like it was going too slow at points and then too fast. It's most notable with the second act, though second acts of movies are always second acts of stories, in my experience, are extremely frustrating to pace correctly because you just want to get to the final part, which, yeah, but still, but in this case, I can sort of bypass it because it's Illumination. Like I said, I have lower standards for them, which is why this movie surprised me more than it was. I knew it was going to be good. I knew it was going to, like I said, I knew it was going to be an outlier in Illumination's output. Hell, probably their next output is going to be like Minions tier at best. I'd say they're probably not going to do something this good again for a while, or unless they get outside help, which if they do something like this good again, it's likely going to be the latter. But that just makes this movie all the more special to me. And, well, yeah, what did I like? Basically everything else. Just gotta warn you ahead of time, there will be spoilers passing this segment, so if you do not want to be spoiled, please click off and come back to this once you have watched the movie, or if you do want to be spoiled, then go ahead, continue watching, or if you have watched the movie, then please continue watching. But, yeah, what did I like? Well, the story, while mostly lackluster, I do feel like the Sonic movies and even Detective Pikachu had a bit of a stronger story. I still had fun with it. It is pretty generic, but it does have some fun. It is a lot of fun to sit through, and it is, especially coming from a Mario fan like me, it was definitely a treat. And, yeah. As well as that, I feel like the voice cast, especially Chris Pratt, was surprisingly good. I knew Jack Black and Luigi were going to steal the show, like 100%. They were taking it. From the trailers alone, I could tell they were going to steal it. But everyone else did really good. Charlie Day and Jack Black, like I said, are really great as Luigi and Bowser respectively. And Chris Pratt as Mario wasn't that bad. Like, granted, I got used to his voice from the trailers. I was able to embrace the fact that this is not the games. This is not Mario from the games. And I was willing to understand and even acknowledge that fact. I was willing to put my grievances aside and enjoy it for what it is. And Chris Pratt somehow got better as Mario in this film. Like, he somehow did better than he did in the trailers. Sounded better than he did in the trailers, and I'm really happy about that. Keegan-Michael Key, I believe that is. Yeah, I think it's him. As Toad, he wasn't as overbearing as everyone was thinking. Like, he did have some awkward moments, but he wasn't that bad, to be honest. Same with Anya Taylor-Joy. That was a really good Peach performance. Yes, I'm okay with Peach's characterization here. Even though she feels a little bit like Daisy, I still did not exactly hate it, and I still had fun with the performance. She did exude some elements of the classic Peach, and at time, but I do understand the changes to her characterization to fit this movie. If anything, she feels a lot more like royalty here than in the games at times. And, yeah. And that's basically the majority of the main cast. Oh, wait. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong was, oh boy, that was a lot of fun. He wasn't bad. I knew he wasn't going to be terrible. And I didn't hate him. I genuinely didn't hate him in this movie. So, I'm glad they did him well. Also, can I just point out the soundtrack? Even the songs that they did use, with the exception of I Need a Hero, all of them felt kind of right. Even Take On Me, which was the most out of place. Like, yeah, it's Illumination. They're going to be doing pop songs, but Take On Me felt the most out of place, but it still felt good. I Need a Hero just felt the only one off. Can we not use that one too many times? Shazam 2 already did it enough, so please. But anyway, the soundtrack for this movie was a lot of fun and very, very satisfying. Also, on the topic of that kind of stuff, I like the sound design and I really like the animation. Granted, like I said, it is going to be a big outlier when it comes to Illumination's output, since Nintendo was basically holding them at gunpoint throughout every step of the process. But it was great. I didn't mind them using the old sounds. If anything, it actually enhanced the movie itself. And I really didn't hate it. Also, this movie's funny. This movie's really, really funny. Yes, it's a kid's movie. Yes, it's Illumination. Though Illumination is really difficult when it comes to humor, I can't help but say I liked it. I can't help but say I enjoyed it. And I did have a bunch of laughs throughout this entire film. I laughed quite a lot, quite more than I thought I was. And I'm really happy about that. So, yeah, I love this movie. What else was there to talk about? Oh boy. Well, honestly, yeah, I love this movie. I really enjoyed this movie from start to finish, and the more I think about it, the better it gets. The more I think about this movie as the minutes pass, even though I just got out of it, this movie just keeps getting better and better. And I am very, very, very happy with how it turned out. I'm very happy as a massive fan of Mario. I'm really happy with how it ended up. And yeah, this was genuinely a lot of fun. So, yeah. My next anticipated movie of 2023 is Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, which I don't think it's going to be as good, but I think it's going to be fun. I enjoyed the first Bumblebee, but I'm still not holding breath for it being great. And following that, it's Godzilla Zero, the upcoming Toho Godzilla movie, which is in November, and I'm looking forward to it. So anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Please watch the Mario movie. Final score, 9.3 out of 10. I cannot recommend this enough. Even if you're not a fan of Mario, I definitely think you're going to enjoy it. And I definitely think you're going to get a laugh. Even if you're very unfamiliar with Mario, or if you're a Sonic fan, I still recommend checking it out. In comparison to the Sonic movies, I still feel like I don't think it beats Sonic 2. It definitely didn't. That's my second favorite movie of all time. But it did beat the first one. I do like it more than the first one. And I like it more than Detective Pikachu. I definitely enjoyed it more than Detective Pikachu. Yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever future video game movies there are in the process, especially animated ones. Can we please get a Breath of the Wild film? No, I'm dead serious. Can we do that? Anyway, can we... No, not Breath of the Wild. Can we just get Legend of Zelda? Can we just get Legend of Zelda? I want a Legend... I'm not kidding. I want a Legend of Zelda movie. That would be awesome. But yeah. Or God of War. Give me God of War as a movie. I know the games are already cinematic enough, but put them on the big screen. That would be awesome. Anyways, that's my review of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Let me know what you thought in the comments if you watched it, and if you haven't watched it, when will you watch it? Please do so. Watch it now. It's awesome. Yeah. Anyways, take care, guys. Peace!